want to thank you in advance for keeping your camera flashes off and for keeping our voices nice and low so we don't disturb Keela and her new cat, as well as the observers here at the window. So if you're standing in the back, you might have a bit of a hard time seeing, but you can check out the live feed cam up top here. You can see where the belugas are in relation to us in the habitat. So we are at that first curve there on the left-hand side of the screen underwater. We can see Keela's about to do a swim by. Trying to check out where she is, where she's going by. So we're getting a good look at Keela, our new mom. And she was born here at the aquarium herself almost 13 years ago. So she'll be 13 years old on July 23rd. And this is actually the first time in Canada that a beluga born in an aquarium has given birth to a cat herself. So that's pretty exciting. And our new baby beluga cat was born here on June 10th at 4:28 p.m. So that makes her 19 days old this afternoon. And ever since she was born, we've had observers here at these windows 24 hours a day, and they're watching everything these belugas do, from bodily functions to nursing events, the amount of time the cat spends swimming independently from mom. That's all being recorded and documented, so we can look for any changes in behavior. We can compare it to other belugas born here at the aquarium or in other aquariums across North America. And we're also still learning a lot about these animals. So witnessing a beluga birth in the ocean would be pretty difficult. They live in a harsh environment in the Arctic and subarctic waters of the world. So by just sitting and watching at the windows, we can still learn a lot about these animals. Some of you might have noticed a third beluga in this habitat. She's in the far right corner there in the animal care area. You might be able to see her swim by in a minute. Or you can check out the live feed up top and see where the water seems to get a little bit lighter in the top right corner. And the beluga in there is Aurora. So I mentioned Keela was born here herself almost 13 years ago, and her mom is Aurora. She's swimming around in the animal care area right now. And Grandma Aurora has played an important role in this whole process. So when we moved Emax, the father, and Cadna, our oldest female beluga, behind the scenes to our research area, we left Aurora in here with Keela to keep Keela company during the last week of her pregnancy. When Keela was in active labor, we did move Aurora into the animal care area to give Keela some space to give birth. And then after Keela gave birth, she was pretty nervous. So she was a first-time mom. She'd never experienced anything like that before. It was a bit of a startling process, I would imagine. She gave birth to a 4.5-foot, 105-pound whale. So she swam immediately to this side of the habitat. We didn't have to worry too much about baby beluga because as soon as they're born, they know how to swim. And as soon as the umbilical cord snapped, she swam right up to the surface and took that first breath of air on her own. But the separation did continue for about an hour and a half. We weren't sure when they'd come back together and start nursing and start bonding. That is really important in the first 24 hours. And that's when we brought in our veteran mom. We brought in Grandma Aurora. And she swam right up to the calf and did everything that a mom would do with a newborn baby beluga. So they were swimming together and bonding. Grandma Aurora was swimming on the outside of the calf so that she'd bump into any walls, because I did mention that they can swim when they're first born, but they're not very good at it. They're pretty clumsy. So she was swimming on the outside so she didn't bump into any walls, and Keela seemed to be watching this from afar. She'd get a little bit closer and you could see her getting more and more interested in what they were doing. And when Keela tried to take over, Aurora became a bit protective. But she was a bit of an eager grandma. She kind of wanted to do it herself. So we moved her to the animal care area so these two have the time and space they need to bond and start. So you might be wondering, where's Dad? Why isn't he in the picture? Why isn't he in this habitat? And Emax is still here at the aquarium. He's just in our research area behind the scenes. And that's because females and males are